I'm Sarah Rossi, and today we're going to be learning a science lesson for third graders over argumentation. So we're going to start with our TEKS, which is to plan and implement descriptive investigations, including asking and answering questions, making inferences, and selecting and using equipment or technology needed to solve a specific problem in the natural world. So our objectives today are to teach students how to investigate a proposed issue using resources given to them, formulate an educated opinion on the issue, and then debate the issue using their findings. So first we're going to investigate, then we're going to form an opinion, and then we're going to debate. So before you guys start your research, the question you're going to be researching and debating on is, what is the best way to keep our students healthy and protected? Students, children, think of whenever you were a little kid, how did you stay healthy? So we're going to divide our group into two different sides. So you guys are going to be the homeopathic medicine side, homeopathic approach, so you get to research that and find out what that means. Then you guys are going to be the vaccine side, so the more common kind of strategy that we know and have heard about to keep children healthy as they grow up and go through school. So on your technology, on your iPads, I have emailed you I've emailed you a couple links. Y'all have a link from the CDC, y'all have a link for homeopathic definitions and what that consists of. So if you guys want to take a couple minutes and research that on your papers, just come up with some, like some main points, some pros, some cons for each of your sides, and I will walk around and see how you guys are doing.
Okay, so at home remedies.
So for your side, what would you say to parents who would maybe side more with the vaccine side?
That it's important, or you don't want too many chemicals going into your students or your child's body, and so if you are always doing different vaccines, that's just a lot going into your child.
Because we need to think like there has to be a balance in our system, right? So if there's too many different kind of chemicals, think of the things like the negative consequences that may have. Good job. So for the vaccine side, what would you guys say to any parents that are really for homeopathic medicine to help either cure their children or help protect their children? What would you say to them?
So with this, you won't have any side effects.
When you, especially in schools, there's so many people, so many other things that if you're vaccinated, you're protected, and the kids are more likely to be healthier than to get the flu. And if they were to get the flu because they're not vaccinated, then it would be really hard for them to recover from that.
Right. So you guys are leaning more towards it helps with form a stronger immune system,
Yes.
maybe than some of the natural remedies. Okay. And on the homeopathic side, have you guys been considering any of the negative, maybe side effects or negative outcomes that you can see?
It's like not quick, I guess. It's long term. It has to be consistent with what you're doing.
So you have to build it up more than just like go to the doctor,
Get it
a
done.
shot, and come. Well, for vaccines, what about, have y'all been thinking about what if some students might have allergic reactions to the chemicals that are in the vaccines? Have y'all maybe thought about that a little bit?
Yeah, that's when I saw something that said, talked about the herd approach. So when you vaccinate a larger portion of the population, even the ones that can't be vaccinated necessarily because they have an allergic reaction or something like that, they're still protected because other people, bless you, can't give it to them because they've been vaccinated.
Okay.
So they're better protected because there's more people vaccinated around them.
So it looks better for maybe schools and
Yeah.
everything like that. That leads me to the next question for homeopathic. What about schooling? Because I know like in college we have to have meningitis shot records, that kind of stuff. What would y'all say if that issue came up? Have y'all thought about that?
One of the cons was just it's our freedom to choose what we do to our bodies, so it shouldn't be mandatory because
So, since in our classroom we would have been like split and spread apart and not face to face, just pretend that we didn't hear all of that, but we're gonna now split and do our debate section of this. And so there's a couple rules that I want everybody to like really try and keep in the back of their heads as we go through this. So the first rule is that for the debate, one person from each side is gonna speak. So, you know, like both of y'all can't speak at the same time or right after each other before somebody from the opposing side has spoken. And there's gonna be a time limit of 1 minute. It shouldn't be an issue here, but just so we can't, you know, rant and take over the whole debate. And then whenever you do speak, I want you guys to start off your sentence saying, I hear you said, but I think this. Just make sure you're using the word think instead of feel, okay? That way we're really honing in on basing our argument in evidence. And then the last thing at the very end, which I'll remind you guys, whenever we're gonna finish our debate, I want each side to kind of summarize what they learned, and then be sure to include one positive thing that you heard from the other side, okay? So, who would like to start? Vaccines, let's hear it.
So I think that vaccines are better overall because it's not just keeping one person safe, it's keeping everyone safe because in schools, if people are all vaccinated, then there'd be less illnesses going around because there'd be higher immune systems.
I hear that, but I think it's hard for parents to be told how they should treat their child.
Well, I hear that you say that it's hard for parents to be told what to do to treat their child, but overall, it's going to keep their children safer because it protects the future generations, and then it also can help us get rid of diseases like polio that really affect children.
I hear that you say it's for protection, but I think that it's very harmful to our children and that they have harmful ingredients that could affect them long term.
I hear that you think it's harmful, but where did you hear that it was harmful? Because on what we researched, it's actually been proven that it's not harmful and that it actually protects people. Like if a mother is pregnant, she's been vaccinated, it actually helps that child with not being born with defects. So, you know.
So maybe we can add in about how some people might be allergic to certain things that are included in vaccinations. What would that look like for you guys?
So I hear that you have researched that it's not harmful. On this website, vaccines.procon.org, it says that some physicians believe that mercury is found in flu vaccines and is linked to autism. So yeah.
Okay, so at this point, since we've both kind of gone back an equal number of times, I want you guys to really kind of think about something that the other side said that was really positive, or that you think was a really good main key point that you got out of this debate. And whenever y'all are ready, I can go ahead and share.
From the homeopathic, the positive was that it is natural and someone can't be allergic to it, so there won't be as many side effects as vaccines have proven to have.
I think the pro for vaccines is that, like y'all said earlier, it is beneficial to all students, not just one. So it keeps all students protected rather than just one student.
Okay, awesome. Well, I think that was a very good argument and debate, and I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you see the importance of seeing both sides of the argument.